Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Michelle, it's another Thursday morning.
It is. This week, I don't even know. This week flew by. So I woke up this morning thinking it was Tuesday, and it's really not.
I'm digging this time frame for our live chats. I like the 10 a.m.
Yes. They say the light in my office is good at 10 a.m.
There you go. That's what it's all about. And so today's guest, we are happy to have live in their temporary location, is Vonda from Novelty. And of course, they've been a multi-Local Love Truro Award winner. Yes. And Vonda is well known in town herself. So here goes. I'm going to pull her into our chat. Hey, Vonda.
Hi,
Vonda. Good morning.
How you doing?
Good.
Good.
It's like we're virtually at Novelty with you right now.
Get your coffee.
It's great. Actually, I just did a live chat with on my Women's Social Network Instagram page, and I was like showing off my awesome cafe mug.
And I have the best coffee.
It's the
best. I have this mug that I hold.
That's a big mug.
On effing chaos and cuss words. That was from my friend. It doesn't have coffee in it, so it doesn't count.
I'm an underachiever with this mug.
It's all good. I'm a little disappointed in you, Vonda, but it's okay.
It's all right.
It's from the Dollarama.
Yeah. Hi.
Party crashers.
And of course, their Truro famous chats have already been posted. So if anybody wants to go back and see our chats with Sylvia and Margaret, you can do that on our local website. Thank you for joining us in your new location. How's everything going over there?
Yeah, it's going really well. We're very, very thankful to have found a spot, and it's cozy and it kind of has fun vibes. We have amazing neighbors, Margaret and Sylvia. It's nice. It's nice to have neighbors and to have they've been so welcoming, and just the farmers market's been very, very good to us. We're very thankful to be here.
That's wonderful. Yeah.
That's so great. And so many people already obviously know where to go. So as soon as you say our temporary location for Novelty is at Truro Farmers Market, everybody knows where to go, which is so cool.
Yeah.
And how wonderful that they had the space for you, and you guys could turn around tragedy and and be open again.
Yeah, we've been looking for a little while and have looked at a few places, but to be able to have the places we were looking at, we weren't going to have any big kids because there was no kitchen, there was no place to do anything like that. So we would have just basically had a coffee takeout. And then when this all worked out, we're like, oh, this is perfect. We're able to offer almost all the goodies and treats that we had before, and everybody's been so great about sharing the kitchen time with us. It's perfect. You might not want to leave.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the downside of it, I guess, is not wanting to leave that scenario. But you guys, I think it was just a week ago that you guys announced your new location. You want to talk a little bit about that?
We are very excited to go there. It's a lot of work, but it's fun.
We're having
our same corner, and we've always felt like our corner. That's our neighborhood.
Yes.
Yeah, it's such a great spot for you
Everybody
guys.
Froze up there.
Yeah, you're freezing up just a little bit, Vonda. Can you hear us now? That's like the phrase of 2020. Can you hear us now?
I didn't catch all that you said. Sorry.
I think we're having.
I hear you now.
Okay. we're having some
Yeah, I miss it.
or connection, I think. But so for those of you who hadn't heard, Novelty is going to be in the old local restaurant location, which is right next to the cafe, right across the street from the Marigold Center, and right across the street from where they were previously. So
Yeah.
it's such a perfect spot.
It's perfect. I don't know. I think, you know, your own little, if you've ever moved from your own little corner of the world, it's just home. And even the neighbors, we've been over there renovating and cleaning, and just seeing our regular neighbors walk across the street is just heartwarming. It's just like, yes, this is home. So
Yeah.
we're excited to be there.
Yeah, and I can imagine that your neighbors are happy with that too, because I worked at, of course, in the Marigold building for a couple of years, and part of the routine was walking across the street and going to Novelty to get your tea. And so I'm sure the Marigold is happy to still have you back, and the cafe as well.
Yeah, we're really excited.
Yeah, so cool.
It's such a cool building too. Such a, like, you can make that such a cozy spot for yourselves. Like when you posted the pictures of this brick fireplace coming out of the wall, you know, it's like, that's going to be, and it's, you know, things happen, and losing your space was terrible, but ultimately, will you have a place that really feels like home to you, right? So it's, hopefully everything a year from now will be like, remember when Novelty was across the street?
Not gonna lie, we're kind of happy that we're gonna be there so we can watch what progresses over there. We're very excited to see who our new neighbors will be over there.
Exactly. Yeah. And just popped in my head, did you lose? I mean, the awards probably were destroyed. The local Truro award.
Yes, we
did not survive.
No.
We may have to get you replaced.
We would love that. That was definitely, it was funny because right off the bat, like, you think about the big things, you're like, well, those things are gone, but it was all the little things that you didn't think about, and they would pop up randomly, like 2:00 in the morning. You'd be like, oh my gosh, my favorite apron was in there.
Yeah.
The day we went, oh my goodness, all of our awards. Or like, yeah, it was a definite, no, not all the awards. Yeah.
Oh, because you guys won the plaques. Like, you guys won, like, the first 2 years they were big plaques. And then
I think we had 2 of those things.
Because I remember walking in the entrance and they were hanging on the wall on the left.
Yeah.
And then you also, though, had one or two of the trophies too, I think.
Yes. Yep. We had a trophy from last year. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I never even
They were so pretty.
Yeah. Well,
we may have to have a chat with me.
We'll have to see what we can do there. They may not look the same, but we're going to work something out for sure. So, obviously, that was a devastating part of your year. But prior to that, I just want to give you props as well for your ability to with the pandemic, changing your setup in that location prior to the fire, of course. You guys were open and available just like before, and I just want to give you kudos to being able to do that, because it wasn't easy for people.
Thank you. We had just a fantastic team, and everybody was willing to work behind the scenes and make it happen, and came up with really cool ideas of things we could do. And yeah, it was crazy. It's kind of fun in a very different way.
Hectic, I imagine.
It was, yeah. It was kind of like starting business all over again. We had no idea what we were doing. We didn't know if it would work. So every idea was like, well, let's see what happens. And so it was certainly interesting. And who knows? We might end up back in the same predicament, but feeling a little more confident that we now know what to do in a pandemic a little bit.
Yes.
Hopefully, we never need this knowledge again.
Who knew they were the skills we would have?
Yeah.
I'm going to take you back in time a little bit, Vonda, because I know you don't live in Truro. You and your family live in Pittsburgh County. What made you decide to open Novelty in Truro? Like, I've never asked that question.
When we first opened, we actually opened with friends of ours, and they lived in Truro. And so they had everything. So there was 3 of us. It was Jeremy and his wife, Natasha, and then I was the third wheel. So they had chosen the location and had started the wheels moving here. So yeah, our daughter's in grade 12, and we have been working on her, trying to convince her that we need to live in Truro for 4 or 5 years. She's not having any of it, so we figured, well, she's almost done high school, so we're very excited we pretty much just sleep in Truro or in Glasgow, and everything else happens here. Definitely. Our hearts are in Truro. Our beds are in another part of town.
There you go. Well, I can't imagine that commute. Vonda's multitasking.
You got me busted.
I can't believe that commute over Mount Tom like every day to get into Truro too. That's commitment.
I kind of like it. It's a quiet time. There's not a lot to occupy your headspace because you have to pay attention to the road. So I find it's a nice way to kind of clear your mind at the end of the day and kind of regroup. It's time to go home and kind of shift gears. So I really like that. And the morning, it's just kind of a nice little peaceful time. I do enjoy it. I enjoy it's about 45 minutes, and it's just kind of time to refocus and settle a little bit.
Yeah, no kidding. I want to talk to you about the book because, of course, Olivia Terrio. I want to say it was Olivia Terrio that got the ball rolling on the sort of book donations for Novelty Fire. You guys have so many in storage right now. Am I right in saying that they're all just sitting in storage waiting for you to reopen?
They are. They're everywhere. But most are in Olivia's basement. God love Olivia. She just right off the bat contacted me and said, "Can I do this for you?" And we were still kind of dealing with what do we do, and still trying to. Our heads were in a different place, and she was like, "No, you don't have to do a single thing. I will do all of this." And she had other businesses collecting too, and she drove around and picked up stuff. She sent me a video. She said, "I have an empty basement." She said, "It's fine. I have lots of storage space." So I'm like, "I don't know where I'm going to put these books." And probably about 4 weeks into it, she sent me a video. Her cat can't even fit in the basement anymore. So she's like, "I think I need to buy new tools because I left my toolbox in the back of the basement." God love her.
That's fantastic.
Great.
Oh yeah, and so many businesses hopped on so fast, and we're collecting books, and places in Halifax we're collecting that we didn't even know of. What an amazing thing to experience. All that outpouring of love and support was overwhelming.
I believe that. Yeah,
amazing.
It speaks volumes to the impact that you guys have had on the community, particularly around, the art community too. Of course, it was so sad to lose the Truro Art Society gallery that they had done. But again, we came together for them too, which is so great. And this is a good positive from a very negative, I guess, is how the community sort of rallied together afterwards for all of you and the other businesses.
Yeah.
It's getting very rowdy behind you, Vonda.
I know, they're getting louder.
It's like
It's a rowdy group back there.
Is that the Dr. Follensby and Joan table back there being rowdy?
I don't know. Bust them, because they're busted back there.
As the regulars recognizing regulars.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing you're no longer in need of books.
I think until we start unpacking and kind of seeing, I think, I feel like we've got our work cut out for us for the next little while.
And are you able to share with us, Vonda, is your plan with the new location to be pretty much the same as what it was before in terms of having character food and having books and local books and merchandise as well?
That's the plan when we first opened. So the goal is to be there for January 1st. So you have the whole building, but right now we just have the basement, the main floor. So it's a little bit smaller. So everything I think will be on a little bit of a smaller scale for the first few months. And depending on the weather and what that looks like, we do have plans to expand the building right out to the sidewalk. And that'll give us times more square footage. So we're just going to kind of get in there as quickly as we can, and so everything might be, there'll still be lots of books, and my dad's over there building bookshelves right now as we speak. And then the retail probably will be a little smaller of a selection until we're able to get more space kind of out towards the front of the building.
Yeah. And it has such a beautiful kitchen, which I know we've been dreaming of, a full kitchen for a while, and where that was I'm guessing that kitchen is still in there.
There's windows. There's so many windows in the kitchen. It's glorious.
That's awesome. And so, because you guys, I don't even know how it worked at your old location with the baking and all of that. How did you guys manage the food part of novelty, and how is that going to be different now that you have a beautiful kitchen with windows?
During COVID? What's that part, do you mean? I missed the first part of what you said.
Oh, sorry. Just I wasn't sure how you guys managed the baking and all of the products that you had for food that was available at Novelty in your old location. Was that brought in, or was there actually a hidden kitchen that I wasn't aware of in the shop?
We did. We had a secret little kitchen, which was very, very tiny and had no windows, and was basically a closet that no more than two people could be in at once. And things were shoved in things were everywhere. You had to make many trips, 3 different fridges and 3 different spots of the store to try to find stuff. Yeah. The bakers are really, really excited about the kitchen.
Well, because I know that Lisa Wood works with you. And she was like a master chef. She's amazing at what she does. She used to be Lisa, used to own Fusion Catering, and she is just amazing. And I was like, there has to be a kitchen in here, because Lisa wouldn't be here if there wasn't a kitchen here. She must be really excited for the new kitchen.
Yeah, and they make things that they don't make are samosas and pakoras. They're in there. They make all the sauces from scratch. They do everything from scratch. And Cheryl was the only one. She was our only baker for the longest time. And then just before the fire, we hired a new lady, and then we also have Vera is in there, and Lisa is there, and then we also have a young girl who's in high school that Cheryl has been training to make sticky buns and goodies, and she's Ingrid's been amazing. She's picking up new skills that are pretty. She's got some mad bacon skills.
Because I noticed my face just like got happy when you said the word sticky bun. I was like,
Sticky bun is a secret recipe. No one knows the secret recipe. And Cheryl decided that lovely little Ingrid, who's in grade 12 this year, she now has the secret recipe. So,
wow.
Those are the people to bribe.
I don't know how happy Ingrid's going to be that you just shared that secret, Vonda.
Yeah. But she needs to pay for university, so.
True.
There you go. Fair enough. Okay. So what are your plans for, you said you're planning to move in the beginning of January, is that right?
Yeah. That's our plan, that January 1st, fingers crossed, even if we get in there and it's still under construction, I think we'll try to maneuver a way that somehow we can get construction done kind of in chunks at the front of the building, so that's done, and then there might still be stuff happening at the back of the building. But in some shape or form, we hope to be in there on January 1st. It might, if it's a mess of construction, it might just be a takeout if everything falls apart. That's worst case scenario, but hopefully things work smoothly.
Yeah, you guys are construction too, because I know that even within the space that you had been in previously, you were always shifting and changing, and you opened up a new space over there too. So you're kind of used to that lifestyle.
It's on one level, it's frustrating. It'd be nice to be able to go in and have it all done and be like, there, it's done, it's good. But on another level, it's really nice to kind of fun to see it, right? And to get in there and go, oh, these changes would be fun. And then, I don't know, I hope it's exciting for our customers to see things change. They're pretty patient with us. They tolerate all of our changes. And, oh, your favorite table's moved to another section. I'm hoping they enjoy the ride with us.
Well, that's what, after the fire, I kind of had a little post on Facebook about novelty, but you're such a community hub beyond just a coffee shop. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many people meet there, and so many businesses have grown there, and ideas have happened. We had our first meeting about local love sitting in novelty. So I think the fact that we as a community don't look at you as just a coffee shop and we'll be annoyed because you're doing construction. It's like, oh, look what they're building from.
That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, I think everybody will be fine with it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. After the fire, my daughter, she's 17, so she worked with us through when all the staff everybody was sent home. She worked with us, and it was the three of us in there. And so she really just blossomed to see the change in her during COVID, getting comfortable with, being on the phone and taking orders, and then working the plexiglass door and running out to cars, and to see it was really cool to see her grow. And then after the fire, she was hesitant to come. She didn't want to come and see it. She didn't want to see the building. And then eventually she said, well, I think I want to see it before they tear it down. And she was kind of struggling. And then when we were standing there on the street, so many people came up and just talked to her and said, oh, Taylor. And it was kind of one of those moments where it was neat to kind of see her process and us. It's just a building. It's more than a building, and it's just the relationships that we have with our customers, and just the whole in the community, and just to feel that sense that the building is gone, but not novelty is not gone. It was special. It sucks that that's how we have, but usually isn't that the way it is? It's the toughest time that you you grow the most and you find something out that you never would have found out if you didn't go through that difficult time. I don't think we ever really felt just how it was just neat to know how special novelty was to so many people, and to hear those stories, and to see that it's just, I don't know, it's just overwhelming, heartwarming, and it's kind of neat to see. I know how not special novelty is to me. It was kind of neat to hear that it was special to other people too.
Yeah. It was such a, that day, hearing the news and then having this feeling, but then seeing you being positive, you know, joking about the extra dark roast coffee. And it's like, okay, if Keith and Vonda are okay, then we're gonna be all right.
We knew pretty quickly. We're like, okay, this is like, we're gonna find a spot, even if it's just a pickup truck that we're making coffee out of the back of. We knew we were gonna find something, and what we were experiencing that other people weren't was we were getting just flooded with emails and phone calls and support, and just people saying, whatever you need, if you want to operate a coffee truck in my driveway, you can have my driveway. And just to feel that it really was the strength that just kind of, it just laid the foundation for, we're going to be all right. Like, we're going to figure out a way to do this, because like, it just really felt like people had our backs, and it's like, however this works out, we know that people are going to help us through this. And it was a game changer. We weren't home alone going, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? We just felt the whole community was calling us from different restaurants saying, hey, do you want to use our kitchen? Or people, you can have my basement to load up books in.
Yeah.
People saying, hey, I've got muscles. If you need me to just, lug stuff around for you, I'm here for you. It's fantastic. Truro is just, that's amazing. It's an amazing community. The support, and people aren't afraid to, it's not even just, oh, well, I'm competition, so, I'm a restaurant that's competition, I'm not going to offer you my kitchen. Instead, they're like, no, like, we'll squeeze over, you can come in, you can use our kitchen at least this time, or, we're your competition, but we'll collect books and run fundraisers, and it's just this friendly competition that we're up together. We make Truro better all together.
We hear that so much, and we've talked about it so much in these calls too, or these chats too, Vonda, that the business community in Truro is just so strong and supportive, and I love to hear the kitchen side of that too, because that's really amazing to have that offer. I think, so you said that your heart is in Truro. Well, do you want to throw out to our last question here about Truro that we always ask our guests?
Sure. I mean, I think you've won this award, the favorite place to show off Truro. You were nominated at least. What is your favorite place besides your own to show off Truro when you bring visitors here or people come to see you?
Definitely, it's two things. It's Victoria Park. We always go check out Victoria Park. My family, my husband's family is all from Ontario, and they're always floored when we take them to Victoria Park, and they think, oh, we're going to the park, and they just think we're going to a little park. And then, we're halfway to the falls, and they're like, are you kidding me? This is your park? I'm like, yeah, this is the Truro Park. It's amazing. There's so many great places to eat. I couldn't name one. There's too many. I love the food that's in Truro. The restaurants are amazing. And personally, for myself, my favorite places to be is, I love the library. Just love sitting in the library, working in the library, looking at the library.
It really is.
Visitors there, because my family's a little crazy and they're like adventure. But the skating outside, which will be soon, they don't be all up for that.
It really is.
And I just did a say, Sam, this weekend is our modified Santa Claus parade. So it starts at 2. You guys open at 2. I think that there's a mint matcha in the future. On Saturday afternoon, grab and then go and check out our Christmas stationery parade, which is
I
going to
know,
be
it's exciting.
the library in the Civic Square. It's going to be a pretty cool thing. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of pride around the library, and how cool that you're going to be right in the thick of that new parade format this year.
Yes, it's gorgeous. And there's nothing better than, like, I don't know, it's just so Norman Rockwell, that building and the Christmas tree, and oh, it's just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. Well, listen, Vonda, we are so happy that you joined us today. It was a great
Thank you
chat.
for having me.
Even though we had some struggles hearing, I think it was still a great chat, and it's great to
It's good to see your faces.
Yes, me too.
so awesome.
I can't wait to check out the new space. I'm very excited for January.
Yay!
So we'll pop you out of our screen here. We just have a couple other closing remarks, Vonda, but thanks again for joining us. And if you guys haven't stopped by, there's a temporary location at the farmers market. You can see that it's open, and there's lots of rowdies in there right now. Go and see them and get your coffee. Thanks, Vonda.
Vonda.
See ya. Thank you.
Oops. I think I might have cut off a thank you. Thanks, and we just wanted to do one final throw out to the training that we worked on. Michelle, do you want to give kind of the details on that?
Yeah, we spent Monday morning, Sam and myself and Alicia from Truro Buzz working on this holiday promo boot camp that we put together, which is 3 video sessions with Alicia talking about incorporating live video into your marketing for the holidays. Sam talking about using Canva and designing. Really, I loved your session, Sam, because you talked about so many things that we look at when it comes to designing posts and posters and all that kind of thing. And I talked at length about Facebook ads and how to do your own Facebook advertising as we roll into this kind of challenging holiday season. We don't know what it's going to look like in 2 weeks. So
yeah,
very cool. And it's available to watch on demand online. $30?
Yes.
Is that like, I know that. I'm not questioning that. It's a $30 fee for access to the videos, and you can register by contacting Alicia at info@trurobuzz.com.
Yeah, you got it.
I'm like, is it .ca? Is it .com?
Yeah.
But I think really, I went back and watched them, and I think we provided some valuable information.
Yes. We may be biased, but I agree that for small businesses who think they have to be, big designers or, have a lot of skill before they jump into a live video, you really don't need to. You just need to use some of those tools that are out there, and we kind of walk you through all of those things. So $30, and you can email info@trurobuzz.com to get access to our link and to learn from myself, Michelle, and Alicia.
Exactly.
Yes. So thanks everyone for joining, and thanks again to Vonda for chatting with us, and we will.
Now I want a sticky bun. This isn't good.
Maybe it's the perfect thing for your morning, Michelle.
It might be. I may have to take a little jaunt downtown.
Yes, exactly. Awesome. See you guys next week.
Great. Bye, everyone.